Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I take a little bit of a quieter, a little bit of a more focused on the game as opposed to the gameplay. First look at Warhammer, the End Times Vermintide. That's right, folks, it is by Fat Shark and Games Workshop, and we are going to go through a little mini-series here today where I showcase each and every one of the heroes. If you're wondering what the heroes look like, there are 5 in total. We have Victor Saltzpyre, the Witch Hunter. We have Carillion, the Way Watcher. We have a Bardin Gorexon, the Dwarf Ranger. Really? He's a ranger, huh? That seems odd, but okay. We have Sienna Fuegonesis. I'm not sure, guys. Sure. Anyway, it's the Bright Wizard. And finally, Marcus Kruber, the Empire Soldier. We'll start off with Victor, the good old Witch Hunter. So, if you guys have...
Come on down, will ya?
They've
got us completely cut off. No relief in sight.
Stop speaking, old guy with a really killer lamb chops going on there. Huh? He's got the chops for days. Anyway, folks, if you guys haven't seen the very first look video, I was able to, well, play with Splooch, Mutanot, and Splattercat for that, but it was kind of a mess, kind of chaotic. I don't know what it is. I think Mutanot brings us all down. I don't think he does poorly. Well, he did in that one, honestly. He hasn't played a game like this in quite a long time, so he was bringing us down. But anyhow, moving past that, he's gotten quite a bit better, but we still can't seem to win with him. I'm not sure I'll be able to win on my own here anyway, but we're going to go through and we're going to run a mission with each of the characters, and you guys are going to get a chance to see how each of them play. They are all different. I do have a few things unlocked, so I'm looking forward to that. And I think I'm going to try rolling... I'm not sure if I have any additional equipment right now. I don't believe that I do, to be 100% honest. And it looks like the forge is re-locked and everything else. So, it looks like everything may have reset, which I'm okay with. So we'll start from scratch here. So, you come down, you get all your friends into the party.
We need to alert the authorities. The town's asleep.
And as you see here, all we have is one mission available. Now, this is a press/media early release, which is only going to run for 2 days, guys and gals. So, I'm going to hop in here, and I am going to try to get all 5 characters a little bit of airtime, a little bit of FaceTime for all of you, and show you what the game is all about. So, if you guys recall Left 4 Dead 2, it's very similar to that, only in the Warhammer Fantasy world. This is the end of times, as the name states, and the Skaven are running rampant all over Ubersreik. So, let's hop in and get started. We'll play on normal. And this is where you'll be able to invite all your friends if you were so inclined. And yeah. But we're not going to go with any friends this time. We're going to focus on what's actually going on in the game and less about teamwork and grouping up and, you know, the communication. It is a lot more fun with multiple people. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to start this up and let's get it going. Alright, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. And you get the idea. Prepare yourselves.
The town is overrun by Skaven and everyone's asleep. Bloody catastrophe. Our alarm is the great big horn in Magnus Tower, and you must go there and let the world know we're under attack. Check on the nearby guardhouse on your way, and with any luck they can assist you.
Alright, and there you have it. So, there it is. I was hoping this would show up. Ubersreik 2523, I see. And this is the lovely town that we're going to be going through. There's going to be Skaven all over the place, and you're always going to have 4 people in your party. If you don't have enough folks and you're playing with friends, you will get bots to join you, which I will have to help me out here. And we're going to go about and try to get our business handled here. We are the dude all the way on the left. So, let's hop in and get going. Alright, so this is basically how the game will start for all of you as well. As you see here, there is no additional inventory items that I have right now, but there are things that you can unlock by defeating the level. So, be aware of that.
We cannot rest until the alarm is raised. To the tower!
Careless haste buys us nothing but a quick death.
Trust to our righteous purpose, and we shall not fail.
Indeed. Alright. You dead. Oh, you're not dead. Okay. Apparently I didn't get that kill. Alright, as you see, there are rat people all over the place here. And we must slaughter them and avoid getting killed by them. That is kind of the play. And I seem to always clip the guy as opposed to just flat murdering them. Which I'm okay with. I mean, it works. Alright, so everybody does have ranged weapons that they can utilize. This guy has a special attack you can use by holding down basically your mouse 4 button, which a lot of people might not have, but it adds a little extra. You can always rebind everything, but basically you can have your melee weapon out and not have to switch to ranged if you have a 4th mouse button. Otherwise, you'll roll your mouse wheel and you'll be able to pick up healing salves, and you'll be able to also shoot people with your pistols. There's bombs and various things laying on the ground, potions of speed and such. And we just upset a giant horde of bad guys. Oh gosh, there's a rattling gunner. Definitely not something you ever want to have to deal with on your own. Hopefully our boys can handle the rattling gunner. And as you see, I am going to get mauled pretty badly here. Going to try to fall back into a more secure location. And hopefully all of our people can do the same. This might be a good time to lob out a firebomb. And I am going to do that. There we go. And I'm going to kill off folks. In the bottom part of the screen, you will see all of our health bars. And you do have the ability to block. If you hold your right mouse button, you can block. And then you can also knock people back while you block, which will buy you a little bit of space. The dwarf has the best blocking. He also usually runs with a shield. But we got through that. That wasn't that bad. The rattling gunner went down. Our boys decided the bots charged over and took care of business. Alright, so there's a lot of hidden stuff around, guys. So if you feel comfortable enough to move around with your people and just get stuff handled, then you can actually grab up a lot of different things that will help you along your way. If you feel like you don't have the game on lockdown and you really need help, then you probably need to rush a little bit. Alright, I'm going to unload a little bit of my ranged. Oh, and there's people coming from behind. Fantastic. Alright, there's 2 firing modes for this particular weapon. There's the rapid fire mode, where you hold the right mouse button and then you shoot. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening out there. They seem to be screaming about something or another. Alright, there are medical supplies here on the table, and I'm going to use my potion. Heal myself back up to full and grab this. I don't know what they're doing out there. It sounds like they found a rattling gunner, so we're going to have to go down there and take care of... Oh, and apparently there's also an assassin. So there are special Skaven, much like there are in, well, in Left 4 Dead. There's special zombies and things like that, or undead, if you will. Same exact scenario here. Hopefully our people come up this time instead of staying down here.
Don't be fooled. They're still about.
Alright, we used a speed potion there. We're going to avoid them and try to get out of this area. There's also guys that will grab you, guys that will jump on you. There are tanks or giant, I think they're Skaven juggernauts. I don't remember what they call them, unfortunately. But there are a lot of rats, guys. Lots and lots of rats. And I really, really, really like this game, guys. This is definitely going to be a game that I'm going to be playing for quite a long time. I've streamed it several times now. And like I said, it's a ton of fun, and I hope that you guys really get behind this game, because it deserves it. It's done really well. It's not an exact direct copy of Left 4 Dead. There's definitely no zombies. It's set in the Warhammer Fantasy world, as I said. And it's, you know, it's different enough that it's still fun, yet familiar enough that it's, you know, it's not a whole new game that you have to learn. And each character actually plays different, and that's one of the differences that you didn't have in Left 4 Dead 1 or 2. Is the fact that different characters actually play differently. They have different strengths and weaknesses. And I think we're going to attempt to get some murder going on here. Oh. And it looks like we're getting flanked from the side. I am going to take this a little bit slower, guys. I feel relatively comfortable with the game, so I'm going to try not to rush if I can help it. And I'm sure they've changed some stuff since the last time I've played as well. Alright, you can also hold up your right mouse button to charge up your attack. And oftentimes you can hurt a group of guys, depending on your weapon. But usually I'm going to be using my fast attack most of the time, because that does seem to get the kill blows out. These will knock people down oftentimes and disrupt their attacks, whereas your single attack, your quick slash, will actually get a kill. Oh, and there we go. That is one of the special guys that's dragging our boy away. And he got caught. There's a gas rat somewhere. Oh. I'm being mauled. Alright, let's get going, guys. Come on. Hop down in here, open the chest. Alright. And if you're ever playing with a couple buddies and you're like, hey, I found some healing, and they're like, where? You can look at something and then press T, and it will actually show up and announce that it's there. And it's a little bit easier to find. Alright. We're going to continue to maul our way through. And I rather like the Witch Hunter. I'm glad this is the first character I decided to go with. He's actually, I don't know, it's hard to say, but I think he's probably my favorite. Now, I never really get a chance to play the Elven Archer gal, the Way Watcher, as it were. So I can't say whether I like her or not, because that is what Splooch is always playing. Alright. And you can also press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all that stuff to actually whip out your weapons, your bombs, and all sorts of various things. Oh, jeez. Okay. And that may have been a good choice, actually, right now. But what we're going to do is try to shove him back with our blocking ability. And we're going to hole up in this corner. And we're going to attempt to keep all of the nasty guys away from us. And holding up in the corner is going to be pretty useful. And again, I'm really looking forward to showcasing how the different classes play. There's some pretty cool features. Well, there's a lot of weird sounding folks. There's some pretty cool skills and abilities that they each have. We need to get out of here. Come on, boys, let's go. I think I saw a rattling gunner, or maybe a booger flinger, one of the big gas rats. So I'd much rather not be around. Gonna throw out a bomb. I don't know if it was enough to kill him, but they definitely don't seem super thrilled with us right now. Gonna back up. I want to make sure that the rattling gunner, or the Gatling runner as I was about to call it, I want to make sure it died. It did die, so I don't have to worry about that. Now we can continue on. There are ammo boxes and various things along that line as we go through. One of the other differences between this and, say, a game like Left 4 Dead is there are no just safe points throughout the entire map. You can find certain places to restock and resupply, like this hidden basement down here. But there's still enemies here, and there's no closed door and like recovery between. Alright, I just got some ammunition. And as you see, enemies can still come through here. We're doing okay for now. I mean, none of us are really that hurt. Okay. That's not great. Alright, looks like we're going to have a vermin swarm. I'm going to come over here and try to hold the line up against this wall. Oh, there's a rattling gunner again. That's not great. Oh no. We have to charge the rattling gunner while he's reloading. It's our only chance. And there's a bomb rattling there, or sorry, a poison rattling. Alright, we're going to try to hold the line still. We are definitely getting surrounded. We're not in the best of spots, but we're holding our own. Our bots are doing actually fairly decent. This doesn't always happen. Oftentimes you'll see your bots just do ridiculously stupid stuff, and it'll drive you insane. But this time around, they seem to be fairly decent. We got through that without really much of a hitch at all. Alright, sometimes there are doors. There are doors that we can get into. Looks like we can get into here. And there's a chest in here. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a healing kit. And I'm going to pick up a tome. A tome is going to give us special bonuses at the end of the match, assuming we can make it all the way through to the end. You basically get to roll a bunch of dice, and if you're lucky, you can actually get really, really ridiculously good gear, like epic gear or even just uncommon gear for your characters that will change how they fight. Different weapons, different ranged weapons. I'm assuming eventually there's going to be armor and maybe trinkets and things of that nature. Alright, we have another one of those wonderful rattling dudes that are now officially dead, the little stranglers. I have a bad feeling there's somebody behind me. Nope, not really. Alright, so we took down some. There's some ammunition here, which is going to be great. Replenish that. Alright, now we're about to start an event where we have to drag a bunch of bombs over to a gate. And that's not always the easiest thing to do. So what I'm going to do is attempt to get a little bit of an edge here. And get up on the high ground, and I'm going to take out as many of the rats that I see that are just lingering around, because this is going to spawn several waves of just nasty guys coming at us. And the more we can handle before we start the event, the better off we'll be. You'll also see there'll be several up on the rooftops, usually, not always. And it appears that this time is one of those times where that's not the case. Alright, so they're pretty much all taken care of. I think I just heard a gas rat somewhere. I'm not 100% certain. I thought I heard it. Alright, so we're going to reload our ammo. And we're going to hop on over and we're going to start this up. Alright, so here we go.
The gate. We must get
I'm going to go directly for the breached, or the explosives right away. And I'm going to try to football my way through, which I cannot guarantee will work. And if I'm lucky and I'm able to dodge all the nasty coming my way... Well, see, that's the problem right there. If you get hit, it will start the explosive barrel on fire. So if you cannot make it in time to... Oh man, look at them all. If you cannot make it in time to the place where you have to place it, it will explode. But if you're lucky, and you're close enough, you can sometimes still make it, like I was able to there. And for whatever reason that somehow stops the explosion, I don't really understand that. Alright, before the next wave starts... Oh, there's a rattling gunner somewhere. That is not great. Hopefully our boys can handle it. I'm going to go for the next... Oh, great. There's another wave of bad guys here. We are not ready for this. There's no one here to help me right now. The rattling gunner is still somewhere shooting. Oh, he's up there. That's a tad unfortunate. I feel like we're getting attacked by stuff that I can't even see right now. Alright, there we go. We're getting through it. Man, there's just non-stop guys, and our people are not really handling things very well. Sorry to say. Alright. I'm going to try to get past all the nasty here. And run with the football, basically. Alright, hopefully you guys can do something while I get this stuff handled. Now, your bots will not pick this stuff up. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to be the one that does it. Alright, I should be able to make the last one. The gate will blow, and then we'll be able to continue on. Thankfully, all of our folks have healing. I'm the one who doesn't, but I also have that other ability. And I think the potion of speed is going to work really well with the barrel that I need to get to the final destination here. And there we go. Problem solved. And all the rats are down, and now we gotta wait for the gate to blow, which is gonna happen right now. There it is. And now we get to continue on. I'm gonna try to kill off the rats before we go any further. That way we don't get attacked from both sides. Oh, there's another bomb rat over there. And a rattling gunner, too. The gas rat's dead. The rattling gunner is still up there somewhere. Okay, that guy's dead. That guy's dead as well. Oh, there he is. So the rattling gunner showed himself. Alright, the music has changed. We're in a pretty rough spot. Oftentimes you'll see there's these storm vermin that come. And the storm vermin are pretty nasty. Now, they've changed this up a little bit. They've added medical supplies here closer to the door. It used to be that the medical supplies were up against the statue out in the middle of the courtyard. And getting to that oftentimes was not the easiest or the safest thing to do. So they've decided to move it because I guess either people complained or they saw everybody die in this one particular area over and over and over again. So it's because we're all terrible, terrible players apparently that this had to happen. Alright, so I grabbed up a healing kit there. I healed myself and I picked up the tome again. And now we're going to continue on a bit further. Now, I'm one of the few people who I really don't rely heavily on my ranged. Now, I imagine when I play the dwarf, sorry, not the dwarf, when I play the elf, I will be a little more heavily reliant on my ranged targets and skills and abilities, but right now, for most of the other characters, I really don't use my ranged anywhere near as often as I see other folks do. I don't know why, I just feel like the melee it's stronger, it gives you more options, and it keeps me alive way, way better, so that's kind of the role I usually take, is a melee combatant. I usually fill holes when I play. I'm not usually the guy who gets the most kills or even does the most damage. I usually go, alright, something bad's about to happen in this particular area, so I'm going to sit here and stop it. I'm going to walk forward and block and push people back. I'm usually the last person standing when I play. So it's up to me to, well, try not to get everybody killed, or, well, try to get everybody back to life when they all die. Alright, there's an assassin. Oh. And it sounds like there is going to be a rat horde coming out to deal with us. Really, gun? Come on, man. Alright, boys, let's get up here. The quicker we get to the top of this, the better it's going to be. There's an assassin whispering and sneaking around. You can hear his whispers. And oh boy, that is not a good place to go. Alright. We're going to hold the line on this area and hope that this is the best place. And unfortunately, our guys are not doing what they need to be doing and holding off the back line while I held off the front. Our ally did go down, but he's back up and running now. And as you see, there are tons and tons of rats. We're going to use some of our forward thrusts there. And I'm going to make sure that we're actually still okay. And it looks like we have defeated the horde that was coming after us. And there's a few more coming. There's a gas rat nearby somewhere. And I'm just going to slash and hack my way through this. Well, I found the gas rat. Come on, boys. Alright, the gas rat is over there. Uh-oh. One of our boys went down. I don't know why they're down at the bottom here. They are. Alright, saved him. Saved him from the assassin. We're going to come back up here. The gas rat is still out there. I am out of bullets. Alright, so he's dead. We don't have to worry about him anymore. There is a bomb. I'm going to grab that up. And we're going to go through the door. We can open it with E. And now we're inside. We're a little bit over halfway. We're probably about the 60-65% at this point. Alright, let's head on up to the next floor. Alright, let's drop you. And what do we have in here? Not really that much. Oh, almost got hit, but thankfully we were able to dodge it. We're going to have to come up over this fallen door and hopefully move on to the next area. Oftentimes there are things to be hidden in here. Unfortunately, this is not one of those times. Oh, apparently there's health somewhere that I missed, but that's okay. We're going to continue on. I'm not that hurt. Alright, there are more rats here. We're going to kill our way through. I am looking for more ammunition, though, so that's why I'm peeking in all these places. Hoping to find some ammo, but that's really not happening. No ammo there. Oh gosh, hi rat. How'd you get behind me? I don't know, but kudos to you. Alright, it definitely sounds like there's more and more rats coming. Oh, there's a potion. I will grab that up. Alright, we're gonna go. Wow, that city is on fire. That is definitely an unpleasant experience. So far we've been lucky. We haven't had a whole battalion of storm vermin. Storm vermin are heavily armored rats that you can only really do damage to them if you hit them in the head. It's actually really difficult if you get a whole group of them. Bad Juju Magumbo goes on, and you are not going to enjoy it at all, I can assure you of that. We're still really, really low on the ranged power. Alright, got him taken out. I say, I still have a little bit of ranged power with my current weapon configuration. Oftentimes you will change that up. If you get a new weapon, you might not have the abilities you had before, and likewise, if you don't get a new weapon, or sometimes when you do get a new weapon, you will get extra abilities that you didn't have before as well. So, it changes the playstyle quite a bit. You may get a really heavy weapon that allows you to do way more damage, but you don't attack as quickly. So you just have to kind of learn how to play with multiple different weapons. Otherwise, you're going to fall behind and or just get wrecked. I find that when I switch weapons, usually there's a little bit of a learning curve for me before I feel super comfortable with a new weapon. Okay. Alright, just going to hack my way through here and try to kill all the ones off. Our boys took their sweet time getting in here. I hope there's some healing in this. Oh, there is. Alright. I'm going to heal. Oh, she grabbed up the tome. Alright. I'm okay with that. She can have the tome. I don't have to carry it. Alright, we're about to go up an elevator, which is going to be nice. I don't think we're quite there. Actually, we are. We're right there. It's right here. And the elevator is going to take us to probably the last 15-20% of the level. Alright. And okay, so I don't see our elf, but she's here. Take a look at that, guys. City is not looking good. City is not looking good. They're definitely feeling the effects of the Skaven invasion, but we're doing our very best. And ironically, part of the lore in this game... Oh gosh. Oh, there's an assassin. And a rattling gunner. Oh, this is a bad combination. But, thankfully... somebody else had a face tank and we just got to murder it. Are we gonna ever be able to kill this guy? There we go, I decapitated him. He's finally dead. He still seems to be standing there, though. He might have been dead for quite a while, to be honest. He was just standing there and I finally decapitated his corpse. Which is possible. I won't put it past me. Alright, stab through, attack, 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 block. The assassin is dead, which is nice. The real big thing, just like with Left 4 Dead or any of the games of that nature, is the special guys are really, really, really going to be your biggest issue, because oftentimes you can't deal with them on your own. Alright, folks, there are some wounded individuals. How did I get hit there? There's no one behind me. I felt like they stabbed the two people in front of me and yet still somehow hit me. Alright. Oh, I missed that, but there we go, we got the quick block out. Now, when the tanks do come, or the juggernauts, or whatever they're considered, you can actually block them, which is pretty cool. So, you can try to kite and block, and I'd say it's way harder to kill one of those than it is tanks, but at the same time, in some ways it's easier. Because the kiting mechanic works really well, and the fact that you can block and back up and dodge, there is a dodge mechanic as well in this game. If you're pressing in a certain direction and you hit the spacebar, you will actually dodge in that direction. That doesn't count for forward motion. The forward motion will not work because you will just jump at that point. I'm going to walk forward here. I don't know if there's a rat swarm or what the music is doing right now, but it doesn't sound good. We're almost to the top here. There's something going on in this room. Ammunition, for those of you who want it. I'm going to try to hold the door with my guns, just to utilize some ammunition, because it's, like I said, I'm one of the few people who really doesn't rely that heavily on ranged attacks. And they are quite powerful in this game, I'm not going to lie. Gruber, the guy with the feathery hat there, he actually has a, blunderbuss, which is a massive shotgun type weapon. And you can hit multiple targets with it. So they group up, it's really good to use that. But at the same time, it's a slow reloading weapon. And there's several different ones you get. I know Splattercat ended up getting a rifle he was really, really happy with.
Supplies to heal our wounds here.
Alright, where is that guy at? He is looking to cause us all sorts of issues. Hopefully our bots come. Oh gosh, the bots are just standing there. That is not a good sign. Guys, you need to get over here. Hey, they just teleported here. Awesome. Alright, so what we have to do is blow this horn as a warning that the Skaven are coming. But the lore in the game, a lot of people apparently think the Skaven are a myth. They don't believe it exists, and now their whole city is being overrun by it. It's kind of funny. It's pretty cool. Gotta say I like it. I'm actually very intrigued with the Warhammer world, both the 40k and... I almost said 50k. Both the 40k and the fantasy world. It actually sounds intriguing. I may end up checking out some of the books. Because just through the games themselves, I've actually learned quite a bit about it, and I like the lore and stuff that's behind it, so... I'm not entirely certain what the best play is going to be here. I am going to pop a potion. We're going to have to try to survive. And I'm going to pop another potion. And the rats are going to come from all angles. It's actually going to be quite difficult to find a good spot to hide here, because they are going to climb over the walls and just drop in on our heads. So when you think your back is to the wall, it is, but it's not 100% against the wall, you know? Okay, well, that'll work. Kind of lit everything up on fire there. The Skaven are kind of having a bad day right now. It's okay. I'm kind of the cause of that. I'm cool with that. Now, I find that this mission's difficult, but not impossible. The third mission that you get to play in this pre-release press demo, or press beta, if you will, actually is really, really difficult, I find. It's the most difficult of the matches. It's also a little bit longer than this. Now the second one seems to be maybe the easiest. I'm not sure. It's a bit confusing, but it's actually not that difficult. I find that we succeed more at that than we do any of the others when we play, or I play with the people that I know. I kind of wish I had a 4th copy of the game, because I would have a 4th person, and then we can actually roll out with 4 people that we know, or 3 people that I know, I suppose. And that would be pretty cool. But right now, we have the 3. The developer was quite good, and their PR team was really, really good at getting the copies out to the press, and they should be congratulated on a job well done. I know several. This is a storm vermin, by the way. You see the heavy armored stuff? It's not easy to deal with those guys, especially when you're getting mauled by other creatures. Alright, so what I'm going to try to do is get some space between me and him, and then we'll see if we can't take him on. They block, they knock you back, and they go for ridiculous kill blows. And they hurt really bad when they hit you. So you have to go for the headshots, and I think you have to do charged up attacks as well. Though I can't be sure of that. Oh goodness. There's a rattling gunner somewhere. Alright, our folks are starting to get overrun quite badly here. Oh gosh, and the rattling gunner is kind of handling us. There's double rattling gunners right now. This is not good. This has gone off the rails really rapidly here. And unfortunately, most of our people are pretty much getting wrecked right now. And I am one of those people. Alright, so what was going really well just turned to crap really quickly, guys. So I'm going to go down here, but this kind of shows off the gameplay of the Witch Hunter. We were really close to ending that. If they didn't get mauled by the storm guys, the storm vermin, we would have survived that and been able to kill the double rattling gunners, but unfortunately they did get killed, and, well, we were one swarm away from finishing it. But we still get experience, which will gain us levels, which I'm not 100% sure what they do. We'll take a look. The score is based solely off of your kills. So I had 269 kills, Krellian had 184, Bardin had 141, and of course Marcus with 133, but there's several different things that it shows you throughout this here. So I had the most kills, I killed the most clan rat and slave kills, I dealt the most damage, I had the most headshots, I think this is the least damage, I had the most melee kills, I had the most range kills, nobody killed any storm vermin, apparently I wasn't able to kill a single one of them, and neither did any of the others. No one got revived at all that whole time. Or, sorry, 3 people didn't get revived that whole time. 1 person did, and, well, usually the bots will get the special kills, because they can fire immediately whenever something happens and take them out, whereas I have to, figure out what's going on, target it, and all that wonderful fun stuff. All that being said, that was still a pretty successful run. It wasn't all the way to the very end. But we're going to head back to the inn, and then I'm going to break off this episode. Hopefully, like I said, over the next couple days, I'll be able to get all 5 characters showcased here on the Freak Show, so you guys know what's up. And you can kind of start making strides toward choosing what character you want to play when it releases on October 23rd. Anyhow, folks, that's going to do it for this first look video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, one sec. Alright. Well, I will be back in a little bit with the next person, which was probably going to be the Waywatcher, the Elven Archer type gal. So, if you guys are excited for that, I don't know. Be excited, and, well, you don't have to wait too much longer. Anyway, folks, all the information about the game, the developer, and all that wonderful fun stuff will be down below in the description of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in just a bit. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.